Catholic Mass Readings and Reflections. July 14, 2023. Feast Day of Saint Camillus de Lellis, Priest. First reading. Genesis chapter 46. Verses 1 to 7, 28 to 30. Israel set out with all that was his. When he arrived at Beersheba, he offered sacrifices to the God of his father Isaac. Their God, speaking to Israel in a vision by night, called Jacob. Jacob, he answered, "Here I am." Then he said, "I am God, the God of your father. Do not be afraid to go down to Egypt, for there I will make you a great nation. Not only will I go down to Egypt with you, I will also bring you back here. After Joseph has closed your eyes." So Jacob departed from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel put their father and their wives and children on the wagons that Pharaoh had sent for his transport. They took with them their livestock and the possessions they had acquired in the land of Canaan. Thus Jacob and all his descendants migrated to Egypt. His sons and his grandsons, his daughters and his granddaughters, all his descendants he took with him to Egypt. Israel had sent Judah ahead to Joseph, so that he might meet him in Goshen. On his arrival in the region of Goshen, Joseph hitched the horses to his chariot and rode to meet his father Israel in Goshen. As soon as Joseph saw him, he flung himself on his neck and wept a long time in his arms. And Israel said to Joseph, "At last I can die, now that I have seen for myself that Joseph is still alive." Responsorial Song. The salvation of the just comes from the Lord. Gospel. Matthew chapter 10. Verses 16 to 23. Jesus said to his apostles, "Behold, I am sending you like sheep in the midst of wolves, so be shrewd as serpents and simple as doves. But beware of men, for they will hand you over to courts and scourge you in their synagogues, and you will be led before governors and kings for my sake as a witness before them and the pagans. When they hand you over, do not worry about how you are to speak or what you are to say. You will be given at that moment what you are to say. For it will not be you who speaks but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. The brother will hand over the brother to death, and the father of his child. Children will rise up against parents and have them put to death. You will be hated by all because of my name, but whoever endures to the end will be saved. When they persecute you in one town, flee to another. Amen, I say to you, you will not finish the towns of Israel before the Son of Man comes." Reflection. Shrewd as serpents and simple as doves. During the imposition of martial law in the Philippines in 1972, when asked about the stance of the Catholic Church in the Philippines on martial law, Jaime Cardinal Sin responded with critical collaboration. The genius of the answer lies in the ambiguity of the word critical. Did it mean that the Church would lend support to martial law? Or would it be an agent to judge and criticize whatever excesses the powers that be might commit during its rule? We all know that the Church was able to perform its duty under such ambiguous but a delicate stand. The non-confrontational stance of the Church vis-a-vis the regime generally shielded it from outright persecution in those times. Although many activist priests and religious were not spared from illegal detention, extrajudicial killing, torture, and murder. Nonetheless, the wisdom of the cardinal's position bore fruit through a bloodless revolution. When the nation was able to expel the dictator through people power,